First of all, I'd like to ask all my colleagues from panel discussion to say a few words about themselves. So let's start from here. Jan, it's your.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm here for the academy. My name is Jan Lacko and I'm Dean of the Faculty of Informatics of Pan-European University here in Bratislava. And professionally, I'm not the AI leader or AI developer or AI researcher, but in these times, everything is influenced by the AI. So that's the reason why I'm here right now. And maybe we will talk about more later, we will see. And what is important from my point of view, I'm happy that you are developers here. Most of you are educated in higher education institutions, so it means AKA universities. And we tried in the universities also to prepare the students for the real world, right now influenced by AI. So that's the reason why I'm here, and everything for now from me.
Perfect, thank you. Next one.
So I'm Peter Hraška, and I work at Slido for already 7 years, but most recently we've been working on implementing loads of AI stuff or experimenting with it. I'm not necessarily fluent in how to train a model, but know quite a bit about various models that are out there, advantages, disadvantages, and stuff like that.
Okay, so I already introduced myself a couple of minutes ago. So the reason why I'm here is, I think, is that I'm AI enthusiast since my university times, because I had huge passion to AI. I even had a master thesis about training neuroevolution method to train neural networks that were controlling a car in a car simulator. So it was pretty funky stuff. And since recent advances in the AI field, I was really curious about, or still am. So I'm really, learning and watching any news that are coming every day. Yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Just for our future viewers, because this panel discussion is recorded, his name is actually Pavel Perdik, and he's CEO of the Brackets.
So, I'm the Ivan Šidla. I'm the CEO of the shop. I already was introduced but for this discussion, I like to see me as early adopter. So I'm not from the part of development world and this practical stuff. I'm into the theoretical and let's say I'm using AI on daily basis. And on the other hand, we are trying hard to find a way how to help our clients to leverage the power of AI. So from my point of view, it will be the daily usage and the business.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Thank you very much, gentlemen, that you introduced yourself. You are here because every single one of you has different expertise about the topic we're going to discuss. And that's the reason why I want you here and why I want everybody got all information from every single perspective we're going to talk about. So first of all, future of AI. This is like topic, okay, we can talk about in hours and hours, and you probably hear a lot of discussions about it. But I want to, every single one of you, answer for first question, and that is, okay, what from your perspective, where we currently are, and what do you think, how it will go in next couple of years? Just briefly, so we can start the discussion and we can move on with much deeper topics.
Okay, maybe I will start a little bit. Where we are now, you are able to imagine that AI has 3 steps. First one is narrow AI. That's the era where we are right now. Second one is a general AI, and third one is a super AI. What it means, narrow AI is AI specific to specific domains. For example, text generation, generation of images, videos, and some other stuff, predicted something in the industry, something in the healthcare, and so on. And the point is that right now, the AI is controlled. That's a very important thing. The general AI, the next step, will be when the AI will be able to has the same abilities like the humans have. So it will be starting to thinking about other things and develop some new procedures, methods, and so on and so on. It will be like 50-50 to what happened next. And in the super AI era, it will be the time when the artificial intelligence will have much more better cognitive abilities like the humans have. And what is the future of AI from this perspective? Because we are in the very first era, in the narrow era. The perspective is, it's a very easy answer to this question. Imagine the bright world when everything is supported by the artificial intelligence, where the humans are on vacation 24/7, where everything is managed by the machines. That's great. That's great future for us. On the other hand, imagine the dark world where humans are destroyed by the machines, robots, and computers. And each of these scenarios right now is 50% probability. So that's the future of AI.
Okay, that's the academic point of view. So let's move to real world, okay? Guys, what are your thoughts?
I'll introduce a bit of skepticism into this discussion. Like AI in some shape or form has been here for a long time, and like it was happening in some minor improvements, like you could do some interesting stuff. Then suddenly somebody decided to throw the whole internet and the data from the whole internet on the existing model, like transformers. They have been here for a long time, but somebody, it was probably, let's say, GPT-3, they decided to train some existing thing with loads of data, and it suddenly knows a lot of things. But at the same time, it doesn't know much. Like if you decide to ask ChatGPT to write a poem with letters that only start with letter A, it won't be able to do that. It's not capable. It's not smart. It just appears to be smart. And why skepticism? Like it's quite possible that we saw this huge leap in what AI in our heads can do, but it's quite possible that there will be some AI winter for a long time. That there won't be such a breakthrough for a few years, 10 years, 15 years. We don't know. There might be something, and currently we are in an era like, yeah, we did this with texts, and then we also realized we can do something similar with images, maybe voice, video, etc. But I'm not sure, like, GPT-3 versus GPT-4 was trying to throw even more data into the training, and that didn't do that much. Like GPT-4 isn't that smart, much smarter. What's happening now is trying to delete a bit of the model, like make it as small as possible to bring the cost down, while still like being considered smart by people. But yeah, so AI winter is something that might be happening as well.
Okay. Thank you.
I agree with both of you about the long-term forecast where the future of AI lies, but I would like to focus in my answer to more current situation or outlook. Sorry. What I see where we at right now is that we are at the disruption era or disruptive times, because there has been this invention of generative AI, or not invention, because yes, like you mentioned, it was already invented years ago, but the advances made it happen that this time it's really actually doing something that is really useful. And now we are in the era of finding out how useful can it be, and where the value lies for everyone or for anyone. Yeah, so disruption, this is how I see it right now. So the next months or years, but not like 10 years, but more like 1, 2, 3 years, I think we will be finding out which startup ideas are going to last and will become actually useful, and that will make us more productive or effective in our work, everyday work.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely agree. In general, everything was said. But I think the main point of the future is how we can leverage the power of this, as you said, first step AI language models, and how we can save our time and somehow provide first-class experience on our project with help of AI. And I don't know how hard it will be to move on to second step and how long does it take. But from my point of view, it will be really important to find out possibilities for new startups and new use cases in the world these days.
The good thing about this group of people is that they're so different and they are also so on the same level. So I'd like to continue our discussion with you, Ivan. You mentioned something what's really interested to me, leveraging the AI. I like the bright future of the super AI. That sounds awesome.
Just 50%.
But I'd like to ask you, because I know that you're one of the few people from my circle who's actually using AI tools on a daily basis, which is helping you, I don't know, to be productive. So how did it happen that you started to use it, and what do you think, how we can leverage it, and in what era we are currently with AI and leveraging its powers?
Yeah, I think there are much more people that are using in your circle, but in general, maybe they are not talking too much about it, as I like to. But in general, I'm looking on these language models like OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Bard, or many more. They are giving me the power to save the time to my team or myself. So the task that could be done in tens of or thousands of hours can be done in minutes. But it's something that's just it's trained on some data. I can throw of them my personal data, my contexts, and they are giving me some possible predictions, let's say, and they not needed to be like true in the right way, but I have some input that I can make a value from in my business.
Okay, Pavel and Peter, you are just a bit on different side as Ivan is, from perspective of what you're doing on a daily basis. But I'd like to know, is there any way how you or your people or your teams actually using AI? And I know it's really nice with be more productive on daily basis once you're not a programmer. But I'd like to know if you see the usage within the technical teams or within the work which is not like a standard administrative work but more technical. Is there something you're using, some kind of tools, and you're seeing them be more involved within your daily routine?
I can say, I'm definitely on Ivan's side. I also can't even imagine working without the AI. I also definitely use it every day. For my colleagues or people around me, how they use it, Stack Overflow really lost many users to stuff like ChatGPT. If you are searching for something but that there's no specific answer to what you are looking for, it's likely ChatGPT might be able to answer. Unless it doesn't, then you really need that senior software engineer. But yeah, and how I use it myself, if I'm replying to an email, I know what I want to say. I know the tone I want to say it in. I do not want to waste my time like thinking how to put in the right words. I will just ask ChatGPT nicely to do it for me. Or if I'm putting together a presentation and I have a very specific idea of an image I want to use there, I won't bother looking for it or photoshopping it if AI can give it to me like in a few seconds. Those are things I can't imagine living without after this year.
Okay, how about you, Pavel?
I think there are two ways or two options how we use usually the AI. One is we use AI to empower the product or the software that we are developing. So the software can do something with AI integrated into it. So it will do something automatically that otherwise you would have to do yourself or something like that. And the second is empowering you actually. So as a user, so those are things like you have mentioned. So we probably use, all of us, ChatGPT to compose emails from bullet points or something like that. And I use it for two every day as well. So yeah.
Okay, before I move on to you and ask you a little bit of academic point of view, because I think that there is a couple of niche questions which need to be answered. I'd like to ask you, our audience, how many of you developers using AI on daily basis? Okay. Second question, how many of you are actually using GitHub Copilot? Okay, a lot of you. Is there anybody who's using JetBrains' new AI stuff within the PHP Storm or their suite? No. Okay, just it's currently in the beta. Try it. It's a nice one as well. So yeah, it looks that maybe I was really not aware that so many people are using AI within my circle, but it's good. I think it will help us to be more productive. But as we all are, except you, people from business, AI is helping us. But in academy, there are probably different problems you need to solve with AI. Are you using AI on a daily basis, and how you're struggling with all the problems which can happen with using AI on a daily basis? And brief answer after the end. You think that future will change it somehow? Will change the academy and the way how you teach, or how you're doing exams?
Definitely, I hope so, that it will change it. Because by using AI, you are able... Okay, before I will answer you, I will change my answer into 3 parts. I will take a look on the AI as a user. I will take a look on the AI as a teacher and as a researcher. Okay, because there are quite different point of views on the technology. If I take a look from the point of view of the user, it will be nearly the same like the colleagues tell before me, because when I need to write a project and some stuff, I need to produce many of texts, and it is sometimes hard to do that. That's the reason why I'm using ChatGPT and some other things. But if I take a look on this problem as a teacher, the most important thing is personalization of how we will be able to help the students to find the best in them. And AI we are able to use for finding the best path through the study, during the university studies or during the high school studies, not just in universities. And we are able to create the education materials and informations to the students and on the base of their skills. Because you don't need to be skilled in everything. and the specialization in the future will be one of the most important thing. So that's the reason. And if I take a look on the AI as a researcher, we still try to find the problems to solve. And some of the problems we are able to solve by using AI models. Not only the NLPs and some other things like very popular ChatGPT, Bard and Deeply and some other things. But as I tell in the very beginning, it is important to find a domain where you need to do the research, what the problems you need to solve. For example, I'm skilled in virtual and augmented reality, and couple of years ago, no one in this area was thinking about how to use AI to produce better scenes, to produce better immersion and things like that. Right now, everyone is working on multi-user avatars, which are personalized, which are able to tell you something based on LLPs and some voice synthesis. We are able to produce all the worlds or scenes by using AI, and this is one of the best thing on AI, that it can improve your possibility of how to solve the problems. In different types of research, there are many of different types of problems, and sometimes you need machine learning, sometimes you need Bayesian methods, sometimes you need I don't know, deep learning and some other things. But always the artificial intelligence in the point of view, in this point of view, is very important. Also for researcher, for teacher, and also for the user.
If I'm understanding it correctly, that last couple of months or a year or so changed a lot of in our lives, how we actually living our daily basis world. But as I understand that in education it will be long run and a lot of questions need to be answered in the future. I think the business world of you guys started to make money on AI. How it's
how to have money?
How actually you are leveraging AI, not within your personal world and on daily basis, but within your business. I'm quite aware that Slido released today at 2 p.m. new feature. When you are writing the questions, you are able actually to press a button that make it as Yoda.
You can sound like Yoda, or you can make your question rhyme or shorten it or stuff like that.
And it will do it for you. So please try it. And I know also that you, Ivan, and you, Pavel, have some implementation of AI within your products. So I'd like you to have us just a brief information how that actually, what happened? Why you actually started to think, oh, this probably is the future, and what is giving you and your customers? That's my question. And after this one, I'd like to move on with more future.
Okay. From my point of view, it's strongly connected with what we said already. Because our clients, the e-shop owners, already using AI in their daily jobs. So they are opening ChatGPT and prompting it like hell for good product descriptions and selling text and CTAs and all these words. So what we basically done is implement ChatGPT into our AI, UI, sorry, AI, everything AI. So basically they don't need to open another tool to work like they used to work few months ago, and we feel that this is the future because everybody is doing it on daily basis, and we need to be part of it. But there are many rabbit holes that we can dive in, and one of these is the data privacy. and somehow giving the data to Big Brother to try to learn something about our behavior, about our thinking. But this will be the topic about the future. So, Pavel, what about you?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, your question was like, what was the motivation for us to use, or
What was the motivation, and what actually AI is doing for your product? What kind of help within your product it's giving you to your customers? Something does not need to be coded anymore.
Yeah, so let me just tell you two examples what we currently use AI for. So one example is we are using not actually generative AI, but more like video image recognition or something like that, where you actually we have this app for runners. It's called Runology, where you take a video recording of yourself running, and we analyze the runner and analyze where his skeleton is moving, and based on that we actually make a recommendation or feedback, like, yeah, you are doing this wrong, and you have this vertical oscillation wrong, or wrong angle in the elbows or something like that. So this is one kind of a use case where AI actually make impossible possible, because otherwise, it wouldn't make the sense, such feature. The other thing is more like that AI is enhancing, I would say, the product. So we have this Craftable Pro, like I already mentioned before. So it's admin panel generator. So it's a tool for you developers that can build admin areas more quickly or easier. And with AI, you can do it even quicker. So it's your point, like we have discussed. Two ways how I see, or how I look at what are the motivations for using AI.
Perfect. Peter, your Slido is the biggest from the companies around here, more globally oriented. So the same question for you, and maybe what's probably on the table currently, what will be released in near future?
I wonder as well, but what's the motivation? Like running a conference like this one isn't easy, and adding one more tool to it, like Slido, isn't like making it any easier. It's certainly making it better for participants, but it can be stressful for moderators. So helping moderators. So we have some questions in here, right? And imagine there would be 3 similar ones. We can already detect that they are too similar to each other and recommend that you do not ask that one, but upvote the previous one, for example. Or if there are questions with similar topics mentioned, we can automatically group them. Right now there are 13 questions, around 20, and if there starts to be some repetitive topics, we will start seeing that. So then what we are not doing yet, but are thinking about, imagine you click on that topic, say cheating, because students cheating is a popular question in there. You could see that these 3 questions are asking similar thing, but from different angles. Let's summarize it into a single question that you can then ask into the discussion panel. So making the life easier. Also, you don't have so much time, and shortening the question motivation in there was also, the shorter the question, the easier for the moderator to read and understand it, and for the conference to run better. So small stuff like that. That's on the participant side. And then also, you can create polls in Slido, but it's hard to find inspiration for that. And people can and are using ChatGPT, but if it's right in the product, it's one less thing they have to think about if it's right in the UI. So stuff like that, that's a no-brainer. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Okay, thank you very much for your answers. I'd like to do a first little round of answering the questions of the audience. Afterwards, we'll go deeper in the holes. So I'll move myself a bit here because I don't see the questions. First one. Did you notice any students cheating using AI such as ChatGPT? That's probably for you, Jan.
Everyone is cheating. In fact, I didn't detect the cheating like AI because I'm teaching informatics and I'm able to provide the questions and answers from the students in such a way that they are not able to use ChatGPT. But on the other hand, from the real life, last semester I was running the one course for the students of economy, and the output or outcome of their work was to bring me something about Industry 4.0 in 5-6 pages. And I tell them in the very beginning it was that, okay, you are able to use ChatGPT for 50% of your work. Just show me where it starts, where it ends, and please read it after that, because sometimes it could be really funny. So the cheating is, I'm not so naive that I'm thinking, no, nobody will cheat by using these NLP models. No one will write their thesis by using ChatGPT or Bard or something like that. But it could be, on the other hand, a very useful tool for them. If they will have the big ideas which will help the humanity, and if we need for that 80 pages of text, why not to create it by ChatGPT? That's my point of view.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. We have a Slido Yoda mode. Any tips to implement in our prompts do you have? I actually don't know whom I need to ask this question, so who asked that one? Okay, and who'd like you to answer it? It's a general question. Okay. Guys, who wants to answer that one?
So tips on how to prompt or how to prompt better?
How to prompt better, yes. What are your best recommendations?
I'd say do not be afraid of being as specific as possible. When I see people using it, they leave out so much detail. Like they have in their head, I want it to sound like that. Or you can even give it an example. Like I have this piece of text that looks great. I want you to write a thesis around computers with this style of writing, for example. And one great tip, if you're, for example, generating images, there are many libraries that, like Lexica Art, where you can see images already generated by AI and which prompt generated them. That can inspire quite a lot because you generate images by adding really like weird stuff at the end. Like you mention specific photographic lens that should have been used for taking that, or website with artistic stuff. And you mentioned that in there, like what do you say, DeviantArt or ArtStation. If you mention that there, suddenly the images look much better. Why? We don't know, but it works. So getting inspiration like that, being specific and giving it examples works quite well.
Okay, next one. We probably answered that one. So what AI use cases you have explored within your corporate or uni, so we can move on with that one. What are the advantages of Bard over ChatGPT? That's probably the question for the networking outside, so please ask us after the panel discussion. Tried any of you to use AI for coding something? I know I'm just a moderator here, but yeah, I did. How about you guys? Probably, Ivan, did you use any AI for coding?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, sorry.
That's unfortunate. Okay, next one. Do you think about AI being used excessively for basic tasks like email writing? Are you worried about an oversaturation of AI-generated text in the world? That's the really good one, and I'd like every one of you to answer it 2-3 sentences tops.
I think it's a good question and good topic. Current topic. There are actually companies trying to deal with it, and they are trying to watermark AI-generated content. But I don't think it will be possible because they. I'm no expert, so I don't say it's not possible. But I'm really curious how can they achieve it, because there are two goals of those two groups of companies. One are trying to generate as best content that cannot be detected, and the other do the opposite. So I have no guess who will win.
Thank you very much for your answer. To everybody of you, you know how you can know that somebody is CEO from any kind of company? You ask him to answer in three sentences, and he will give you a speech for an hour. But we will love you, Paulino. So
I just
Ivan.
want to mention that many times past, I don't know, 2-3 months, has happened to me that there are two chat GPTs talking to each other in emails, and it's strange, but it's fun to watch it and to be part of it.
Okay. Peter or Jano?
It will be really fun if the models will be trained by the AI-generated texts.
Okay, yeah, that would be really fun. Peter?
2 ideas. One is, how weird is it that you write a few bullet points, ask ChatGPT to write an email for it, send it to somebody, and then they summarize it with ChatGPT to a few bullet points? I feel like there's like a space for disruption. Like maybe we should communicate in bullet points. And the other one, I feel like the internet is already flooded with useless articles that are generated by ChatGPT, and I know people on Twitter are like already got really rich out of it. Like it's too late for that. Not sure what to do about it.
Okay, we'll continue with questions in a bit. Because of the time, I'd like to open up the last topic for us. And it will be, as Ivan mentioned, a rabbit hole. I had a discussion yesterday with one very intelligent person. Yeah, but it was not him. That guy, he's 84, and he told me that he's extremely worried about what the future of AI is giving us, about all these possibilities. And the first big question mark from my side is security. We all struggling with it, and we will. And I'd like to ask you guys, what's your perspective, point of view on security of AI? And this is quite general question, but I want to hear answer from you, from your perspective of your field of expertise or position in firm, or even your thoughts for the future.
Maybe from the business point of view, we are dealing with like we are giving the opportunity to use it to the client, but we are saying it's external service, and whatever you putting there, it's your data, and it will be somewhere. From our point of view, we are trying to find the boundaries where it's okay to somehow see all the official communication, email communication of me and my partners and everything, everyone. And yeah, there are really many red flags, and it's really needed to be like, let's try to find a way to communicate through bullet points, not through huge texts that will be against put into the bullet points. So just briefly, like if we are implementing it to the business, we are saying it loud, and we are saying it's your data and do it whatever you want it. But from point of view of academic, and maybe from the Slido, that will be like I like to hear it.
Gentlemen? Gentlemen?
We are able to take a look to the data security for the AI and to the security of the technology. From the point of data security, right now we are living in the times that nearly nobody knows what are happened with our data without using AI. With the using AI, it's the same. So it's up to each company, it's up to each user what data we will provide. If we will provide much data or more data about us or about our business or about something, we are able to obtain better results from the AI. On the other hand, there is the security, as you told. There are no red lines which we have for the what with the data will be happened. And another thing is, if we will store the data, we don't know what will be happen with the data in next years, with the better AI algorithms, with other things. From the point of view of AI as a technology, there is one important thing. We are able to take a look from the ethics point of view, from the point of view of humans to the technology. But right now, we are at the moment that we don't know how some AI algorithms works. That's the important thing because it's still some algorithms are for us a black box. We don't know what is happen inside. We know about the structure, but nobody knows in this world how it really works. Maybe if you will find it, tell me, and I will I will sell it to someone. No, it could be a really big problem from the point of view of security, because if you don't know what is happened with the data inside, you know what is outcome, what is income, but that should be the problem for the future.
Safety.
Safety of the algorithms and safety of the data.
We're living dark worlds. So some bright ideas?
There are two things that pop in my head when talking about security. First is like running ChatGPT is not cheap. It definitely costs a lot of money, but it's still free. Why is it free? Because they want your data and they are training on it. So like you better not put any sensitive information in there, because you might like people did do that and they might get into trouble for that. If you're gonna use some or put some sensitive information, you can always sign something with OpenAI that they won't train their models, future models on that. Then it becomes a legal issue, and it's not fun, and not sure how to prove that they train on it. But yeah, so that's one thing. The other is like if we are implementing something in Slido and it's user-facing, so say we are recommending what poll you should use on some meeting, it can shout back at the user, it can insult him or do stuff like that. That's something that's worrying us. And one way how we are thinking about it is that we do not need the model to be able to debug your Python code if we just want it to recommend a good question for you. It needs to know much less. So training or extracting your own models based on outputs from ChatGPT and extracting them into smaller ones also like makes them cheaper, makes them safer for the user, and yeah, so security.
Maybe I can add one more thing, one quick tip, because Microsoft has actually a way around it, because we've been in touch with several companies that trying to do something with AI, or trying to, for example, automate some process or something like that. And yeah, their biggest struggle was this: like, are my data exposed to OpenAI? We don't want that. We don't want to be trained on. And Microsoft does provide actually your own OpenAI instance. You can work with, and they guarantee, of course, you can believe it or not, but they guarantee that those data won't be shared with any other company, not including OpenAI itself. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that.
And that's one point that I'm curious about, but that it's not my expertise. When that will be, that we'll have some personal assistant AI in our phones that will be like ultimately only there and nothing goes somewhere else, where we are from point of like performance, hardware and possibilities in the time.
I believe you already have your personal assistant. Like the autocomplete in iPhones recently got
somehow.
improved by using LLMs, which are not so large, but they fit into your pocket. So we are already there somehow.
Yeah, somehow. But I'm thinking about something like ChatGPT, kind of.
Want Jarvis?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think that it's that computer intensive to run the LLM model, to actually run it. To train it is, but to run it, it's not that. So I also agree that we are not that far away from having local copies of LLMs running even on your watch or whatever.
That's great.
Actually, the first time ever, just a little point from my side, iPhone's 15 Pro Siri is processed on side of iPhone. So no data is going to internet. So
Have it.
yeah. So in near future, probably a lot of us will have our own personal assistant within our reach. I would like to continue with this talk for an hours, but unfortunate because we agreed with you in the past that we want more time for networking together. We need to wrap up our discussion. My last questions for you, and if possible, please be brief. I feel a little bit like on dark side currently when I'm hearing all of you. I'm worried about the security side. I'm worrying about the super AI, building some kind of Terminator part of the world. Cheer me up, please. So give us the bright future, how you can see it, near one, future one. Please, just bright.
I will cheer you up. If super intelligence emerges and will kill us, what do I care? I'm dead. So.
Okay, something else?
I'm like really optimistic, so I think it will be everything really nice, and I'm really glad to be part of this. I remember like PP06 computer, and now we are talking about personal assistant in our pocket. So yeah, great times, and it will be great ride.
I'll maybe will just mention Apple once again. They pride themselves for not having your data leave your device for a long time now. Even if you go into your photos and search for cat, it will do it in your machine or have done some pre-processing while you were asleep, and then it like trained itself or looked through the photos, looked for something like that. So there are companies that are really trying to store your data securely, and it is possible. It's not like then you can see that photos in iPhones do not work as good as Google Photos, but it still does. So it's maybe to brighten you up.
I will tell you the bright future if you want.
Thank you.
Thanks to AI, we will save many of lives because of health improvements in the medicine. In the future, we will be able to teach the students which are mentally in a much more higher rank than we are right now, because they will be specially skilled by personal assistants and by the ability of find what is the best in that guy or something. On the other side, you are web developers, I think, front end, back end, and some other things. I have a bad news for you. You will lose your job in the future because of AI. That's my last word. No, I don't think so. You will do something else.
You see, that's the academic side. You ask for bright future, and yeah, there is.
No, it's bright because you will have much more spare time, and it will be fun, and you will work 1 day per week, and that's it.
Okay, we like that more.
Should I end it on the higher note?
Please.
By taking the microphone from him, but so one more story. There's this story like somebody had a child, and for 3 years he had these health problems. Mother didn't know what the hell was happening. They visited like 17 different doctors and experts. Everybody gave some explanation, but nobody solved it. Then the mother typed it into ChatGPT, all the results from all the tests. ChatGPT provided the correct answer, like what's wrong with the kid, and he's now healthy. So maybe there's some bright side of this.
It's like Dr. Google.
Yeah, do not tell your doctor you no longer need him. Please hold your horses. But yeah.
Okay, guys. What I can see, and hopefully we all can agree that the future is AI. The future is AI on different levels, and yes, there will be hiccups, there will be problems. There are really tough questions which needs to be answered for academy, for daily basis on technical side, for business, for all of us. But as I said, the person I had a talk yesterday, I'm not that worried. I think that AI will provide us help for living better lives, to be more part of our families and our circles of people. We are meeting our friends. And I'm hoping that with that word, I can thank you all to be part of this panel discussion. I'm hoping that you all enjoyed it. And if this panel discussion will be successful next year, and next WebStack, we will do another one with different topics based on what's going to happen next year. So once again, thank you, Ivan Šidla from the shop, Pavel Perdík from the brackets, Petr Hraška from Slido, and Jan Lacko from Faculty of Informatics at Pan-European University.